they forced me into make, they made the passes to Serge. I think Serge shot like 20 something times that game, and that was their game plan. And the other couple, I just didn't play well. So I haven't that stuff doesn't matter. That's regular season.
Have you faced a lot of teams that have forced kind of one, like Milwaukee's kind of wanted Serge to shoot? That's the thing that they've kind of left open a lot.
That's what they've done most of the season with, I think, a lot of teams. They made having Brook down there helping, being a big body, and Ersan kind of roaming and helping. But they have the way they play basketball, the way they play defense. It's worked for them. I mean, they obviously have the best record in the NBA, and they're number one seed in the whole in the playoffs throughout for a reason.
You guys haven't been underdogs very often this year. Do you like that role at this point?
It don't matter right now. Nothing matters but getting wins. Nothing matters about who says what or what happens. You got to go out there, lace them up, and play basketball. It's the beauty of the playoffs. Only 4 of us left, 4 teams left, and we're all pretty good. And us as a team, we know that it's going to be a tough hill, and we're starting on the road. But we got to find a way to try to get wins.
What can you take from facing some of these guys before? I know George Hill, you've battled the playoffs a bunch of times.
Nothing. It's a different year, different playoffs, different game. It's a new series. It's 0-0 the series, and everything's different. Every game will be different. Everything in the past is gone. Everything that we've done, they've done, doesn't matter. Now it's about tonight and get ready to go.
Kyle, you haven't seen the Bucks in 3.5 months. What's so different about them in maybe that time span, especially Giannis in particular, who seems to be developing his shot?
I think that's one. I think Bledsoe is playing way more aggressive, hitting shots. I think George Hill's coming, giving him a great boost off the bench now, getting Brogdon back. And they got Chris Middleton's All-Star, Connaughton. I mean, I can go on and on, but they've been pretty dominant in these playoffs and just playing their brand of basketball, and they kind of been putting their stamp on every game.
Kyle, you guys had big organizational changes this offseason. One of them was, moving out from Dwayne and going with the name. Were there moments along the way where you kind of recognized, like, Nick's up for this?
I mean, when he got the job, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to go out there and play no matter who it is. And Nick's been doing a great job this season. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals for a first-year head coach. It's pretty good. He's pushed us, and he's been really good to us. He's been a really good coach.
Anything in the playoffs that you've been particularly impressed with what Nick's done in terms of adjustment?
There's been a lot of adjustments we've made on the fly. Just trying to stay in the course, never getting too up, never getting too down. Understanding the moment and not getting too up. Fiery, kind of just saying, okay, this has happened, make the adjustment, go on. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kyle.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so
You got
much.
it.
I really appreciate it.
You're good.
ability to read the defense to make the right play, the right pass. How much pressure does that put on
Yeah, I mean, he's really, he's really talented and definitely, a better passer than before, and I think they have the right players around too, so it's not like, 5 people can just guard him and then you'll be okay. You have to worry about all the other guys too.
Have you seen anybody like him in the NBA this year, especially the way that he's been playing as of late?
I mean, I think Giannis is Giannis. Like, I don't think there's anybody like him. You know, like Kawhi is Kawhi. There's nobody like him. So.
Does the stress level change as you advance further into the playoffs? More stress, bigger stage.
Yeah, I always refer to Damian Lillard. There's no stress.
It's been a long time since you guys were kind of in the underdog role. Do you like that sort of thing?
I mean, like I always felt like that, you know, in my life in general. So, nothing different.
You guys haven't played him in 3.5 months. So does that factor in any of the regular season?
Right. I mean, there's different changes. They made some changes. We made some changes. There's people that we haven't seen on the team, you know, with them, and people that they haven't seen on our team, you know. So it definitely you look at the film and you know you prepare, but at the same time there's all those things that you're gonna figure out there on the floor.
The Bucks really like to take away the paint. How important is it for you and the rest of the bigs to knock down those outside jumpers and just open up some space?
I think, you know, we just gotta go out there and play, and whatever you know they can give us, you know, we take it.
Thanks, Pascal.
Thank you.
Hold that spot, Nick.
Back a little so that we can get to the point line. I'm fine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How we doing?
Good. Coach, did you bring a guitar to town? What was that you had on the plane?
No, it's a violin. Next question. Yep.
Do you see parallels between Giannis and LeBron in terms of how to control them or try to control them in the open court?
Yeah, I mean it's very similar with the speed and power, right? And then it's also very similar in the half court with the all the ways they use them, right? Handling, setting, posting. Yeah, very similar.
Nick, what did you make of the series that Pascal had against Philadelphia, how it kind of evolved as it went on?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a great game one, right? And then they kind of switched the matchup and decided to not guard him and play him with a big. I think it affected his rhythm a little bit. But I thought he was outstanding, man. He guarded, he chipped in enough to score, etc. And you know, I thought he felt his way through it pretty good. I think our theme now is it's a clean slate, and we got to see what this next series presents for a lot of guys, and see where they're going to impact it.
What does Philly's Milwaukee's ability to take deep threes? How does that stretch out your defense, and what kind of problem does it present?
Well, it affects spacing problems, Doug. You know, you're always talking about spacing with both offense and defense, right? And offense, you're trying to create space, and defense, you're trying to take away space. But when they're stretching you out, or they have the abilities to stretch out, it just makes it that further to recover. If you're providing help, it's another stride to recover to.
Especially
and
with their bigs with Lopez and Mirotic.
Yeah.
Get big drop guys away from the basket all the time.
Yeah, I think it makes interesting matchups, Doug. Sometimes I think you gotta get away from the norm. Maybe it isn't always big size for size or whatever. And I just think it's really interesting for basketball in general, right? To that the teams are not only has the 3-point shooting come so quickly in the last few years, and now it's all of a sudden 5 feet, 6 feet behind the line. It just keeps expanding, etc. Sorry.
So much has been made about the big stars in this series. Do you think it's wrong to concentrate on Kawhi versus Giannis as the key?
No, I don't think it's wrong. I think that's obviously. I just think that's how it is, right? I mean, it isn't much different than other series or you know in history, right? It's Bird versus Magic or whatever, or whatever it is. It's the way it is. Those guys are obviously the focal point and leaders of the team, and they are the stars of the team.
How great is that for the league just to have the two best players in the East square off like this?
Well, I think it's good. I think people are interested to see, how Giannis continues to grow and what how far he can take this team. And I think Kawhi has all of a sudden got everybody's interest too because of his unbelievable play in the playoffs, for our team. So I think it's two guys in relatively new situations, right? Taking their teams this far for the first time or whatever. So it's interesting.
They tend to use Giannis as a help defender. Would you ever consider using Kawhi directly on Giannis as a primary defender on a basis?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It would take away.
Well, I just think, again, I know I always say this to you, Michael, but there's going to be a lot of guys that have to guard these guys, and there's a lot of switching going on, and there's so much transition that I'm hoping we can figure out who the primary defenders are, right? Because that means it's in the half court, right? That's really a big key to the series.
How do you see the matchup for Fred and Norm specifically? And they had a tough time with some of the
Well,
size.
I think there should be. Again, I don't know who exactly they're going to play yet, but there should be some better chances for them to match up size-wise in this series. We good? All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks.
We're hard working people.
He's turning towards me.
Sorry, I didn't answer your car question. I'm getting too much of it lately.
It's okay. I've never seen you. I just saw the shot. You coming out.
I know everybody's. I gotta make somebody else feel that. I'm not sure it's the best look, but just privately, I play the guitar for 10-minute segments about 3 or 4 times a day, just for something else to do other than watch tape.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I live with everybody's own number of signs. I live like this. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get you. I'll stop it. Oh, sorry.
You break me down and you isolate me. Length of my arm and the size of my head, I can do step back further. I still can because you take away the drive.
welcome to Milwaukee.
Reminding me. We're closing up now, please.